Welcome back to the van build series. In this episode what I'm going to do is install this roof vent. It's called an MPK Pro Skylight something blah blah blah. These are just some of the tools that I will be using to install this roof vent. I'll need a jigsaw and you need a really good fine blade. So if you can see that, well then fair play to you, because I can't, but it's a very fine blade and that just makes it easier cutting through the sheet metal. Also what you need is you need a drill bit, you need a gun so you can shoot that. Sikaflex, this is the stuff I'm using to seal it to the roof of the van. I'm also going to use mastic sealing strip. I don't know, I might use that. It's duct tape, it always comes in handy. Masking tape I'm going to use, I'll need that. You need a marker, you'll need a foil. That is a second foil, so it's not a bastard foil. A bastard foil is used for really if you've got some really rough edges, you need a bastard foil. But for if you get the cut fairly close to the mark, the markings that you're cutting, well then you just need a second foil. It's a finer foil and it'll foil down a lot smoother. Then you need some cleaner, clean the roof. You need a ruler so I can rule it out, and you need some cleaning wipes, and that's it, and hammerite. This is the area where I'm going to install, and as you can see it already has these lights that were pre-installed in the DHL van. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rip them off. 545 divided by 2.
272.5.
I love you, Siri.
That's sweet.
Ah, you're the best.
It's nice to be appreciated.
Don't tell Aisling though, she'll kill me.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Don't bother. Catch you later.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna go here. Drill just that one hole straight through the roof, and then get up onto the roof and mark out from there square 400. The rain has come down really heavy, so I block up where that's cut out. While it's still raining outside, I'm going to cut the timber frame for the inside of the van. This is a new roof vent that arrived the other day, and it's a Dometic Midi Heki, I think. Originally I tried to fit the MPK Pro Star and Skylight, and it came in a box with no instructions, no fittings. When I put it through the hole I cut in the roof, it just didn't seem to fit. It wasn't long enough, and it just didn't seem right. And there was also scratches on the hood of it, so I'm going to fit this one. I've got the Dometic Midi Heki, and the previous one was 400 by 400, so it's the same size as the previous one. And I'm hoping that there's going to be instructions and better fittings with this one, because the last one was as if someone had previously used it, sent it back, and then they sent it back out to me because there was nothing in it. So here we go. Now that's what you call instructions. A full, well, it's not instructions, but it's a whole book on it. This is the instructions, and hopefully it's going to make my life a lot easier. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to install this frame on the inside of the van. So it's 400 by 400. The hole in the van, it's the exact measurements, and the thickness of it is 45 mil, and that 45 mil, it's actually that distance. So it's 45 mil from the roof here down to the bottom of this beam that runs across. So that means that when I actually stick the frame to the roof of the van, it's going to be in line with these beams, so it'll be flush with these beams. What I'll be doing later in the build is I'll be putting these 12mm ply strips, so then the tongue and groove that's running from the front of the van to the back of the van will be able to secure into these strips that are going to be fixed to the beams running across this way. So that means that I will also have to add the 12mm ply onto the frame. All of that together will make 58mm. But the reason I couldn't actually cut this to 58mm was because I don't have a table saw and I wasn't able to rip them, so I just got 45mm, 2x1 I think. Do the frame on top, secure that, then I can drop in the Heki, secure it in place with this. If you can see this, that's actually where the screw goes through that, and then there's a corresponding screw hole in the outer framework. That's the corresponding screw hole just there, and there. That's the big difference between the Heki and the MPK Star. There was nothing to screw up into the actual skylight, so this is going to be much more secure. So I'm going to pop this out, and I'm going to get my clamps. I got 4 clamps, and I'm going to use some Sikaflex. butyl tape all around the edge. That was a bit messy. I didn't expect it to be as sticky as it is. This stuff is extremely sticky, and as soon as you lay it down, it's extremely hard to take off. So that was I was quite surprised, and I was also surprised that it used a complete roll, 5-meter roll of the butyl tapes. I'm going to put the next section on, and what this does is I literally sandwich the top part, which is this top section, and then this bottom section in between wooden frame. Okay, so that's the Midi Heki now secured in place. Put down the butyl tape. Then before you actually install the roof vent, you go around and you put a bead of Sikaflex around the bottom of the roof vent, then place that on top of the butyl tape, and then from the inside you pull that down onto the butyl tape, and then that causes a compression, and it should seal completely all the ways around. And then again, if that doesn't seal completely, if there's little holes that you've missed or little areas, then you go around and you seal completely all the outside of the roof vent. So then that means you have a lot of hand movements and it looks very good. That's the completion of the Midi Heki install complete. If you've enjoyed this episode of the Van Build series, please do consider subscribing to my channel, and also if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to be notified for future videos in the Van Build series, please click the notification icon. I will see you in the next one. Slán go fóill.